What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today we are just going to jump right into it, so if you would hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I am still on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so if you would hit that subscribe button to get more videos like these. And hey, my name's Ratboy. Let's get into it.
Rat, I need the biggest piece of meat you got.
Is that big enough for you?
We talk about how hard it is to leave the good guy. When you say, I want a divorce, and he's like, no, I want to work this out. Everything's going to be fine. You know, we can get through this. And he's so encouraging and everything's just so fucking peachy keen, right? We talk about how I'm manipulated into staying because he's a good guy. He does nothing wrong. Like, the only thing he's guilty of is being lazy and, you know, not putting in effort like we did when we were in the beginning of our relationship, like any other marriage. He doesn't beat me, he doesn't do anything, he doesn't take money from me, but he downplays my emotions. I don't think he fully understands me. And we've talked about this, y'all. This has all been in counseling, but how do you leave the good guy? I'm having like an internal battle right now because like I want to leave. I want to file divorce papers and I want to freaking run to Maine or something. I mean, am I the crazy one? Am I the crazy one? Because I keep throwing these fits and fighting with him. I look legit crazy because I literally stay in bed all day. A lot of that is because if I don't stay in bed all day, I will nitpick him. And I didn't start doing this until like last year. Like I don't, because I'm so unhappy with myself that I will nitpick him and tear him apart. So if I stay in bed, I won't be mean. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. And I'm only sharing this because I swear to God I promise transparency. And I swear to God I promise the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I am struggling today. But this has been an ongoing struggle for the past like 6 months of my marriage. And I've said it here and there in videos, but I've never gotten this raw. I'm tired of marriage counseling. I'm tired of trying. I'm ready to leave. I'm ready for a divorce. I'm exhausted. I'm mentally at my capacity. I feel like I'm stretched thin. I feel like I can't describe it. But I am not okay today.
You know, and all we can do is pray for her. But still, this is real shit.
Gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and bust this thing wide open because this right here, this video is a lot of men's probably worst nightmare. This whole video is just wrong. But let's go ahead. Let's take it piece by piece. Now, first, I just want to sort of throw this out there. I was listening to her talk, but she had a booger hanging out of her nose, and that was kind of distracting. But I'm going to try to remember what she said. So first, she said that he's a good guy. Great, he's a good guy. And you want to leave. Perfect. Well, then leave. What's stopping you from leaving? Leave this man alone. Let him do what he needs to do, and you can go somewhere else. You're saying she wants to go to Maine. Nobody cares. But let's look at the logic behind this, because she did point out some of the things that he's doing wrong as a husband. And the first thing she said is he's lazy. But then later on in the video, rewind it back and listen. She says her husband's lazy, but then she stays in bed all day, because if she's not in bed all day, then she gripes at him. She bitches at him. So are you sure he's the lazy one, or kind of like you're lazy? You're the one staying in bed all day. I don't see him in bed with you, so he's probably working, doing something else. This is the thought process with a lot of women, is they will only think about themselves in any situation. He's having a hard time. She's crying on social media. I just want to hear this guy's. I want to hear what this guy is going through. It must be torture for this dude. He is being put through the ringer. Now, if you don't understand the type of hell that a wife can put a husband through, anybody that's watching this video that's been married or has went through a divorce, these guys know 100% that if you marry the wrong woman, she will make your life like a living hell. You will want to go somewhere, and somewhere unpleasant, to get away from these women. But a large majority of women think like this. They don't want to leave the husband because he's a good guy, but he's just not the best guy for her. But they get in this situation where they've been married for a while. He's taking care of everything. He's the provider. He's doing his providing thing, but she is still unhappy. He has a lot of demons she's fighting right now. This is very, to me, this kind of looks like guilt. He's guilty for something. I wouldn't put it past her that she's probably got a dude on the side. And that's why a lot of times when a woman is seeing a dude on the side, what they will do is the guy they're married to, or the boyfriend or the fiance or whatever relationship they're currently in that they're trying to have that sneaky link and come over on them, they will treat that other guy worse. So she's probably treating her husband like and treating the new guy that she's been getting her back blown out every weekend by. She treats him like he's a prince. She treats him like he's the king, while the actual king of the castle is being treated like a I don't know what this guy's going through, but I can only imagine the type of hell that he is being faced with. And this is a very common occurrence in marriages, because women, they especially women that are on social media, and I've been seeing this trend where a lot of women, they will be on social media, and it's always women that are chronically attached to social media. They're always on social media, they're always on Instagram looking at what everybody else has, and they want anything else other than what they have, because they don't like what they have, even though maybe when they were first married it's the only thing they wanted, but they don't want it anymore because everyone else has different stuff and they want something different too. So what I would recommend, rat boy advice for this woman, is to quit doing this, quit crying on social media, quit crying on TikTok, maybe dump the dude you're hooking up with on the side, your sneaky link, and then tell your husband about it, and then y'all can get a divorce, and then he can be happy by himself and nobody has to complain and bitch at him because he's being lazy. And what is this lazy stuff? This is very aggravating to me, because she's laying in bed all day, but she's going to call someone else lazy. No, I don't think you get to do that. You're not allowed to do that, ma'am. You need to head back to the Pacific Ocean where you belong. Let's check out this next clip.
For the love of all things holy, please stop with these relationship podcasts and social media posts, because they are no longer living reality. Common sense walked out the door a long time ago. They will really have you believing that every woman in this world is looking for just 1% of men, and every man in this world is just looking for the BBL body. So it's hopeless out here in this dating scene unless you change everything about you. But that is not true. The average person marries the average person. Most people marry in the same race, class, and area that they are in, okay? And most people are average. I hate to break it to you, but I'm average and I'm marrying an average person. You probably are too. It's regular schmegula out here in these streets. And I'm like, right now, just so you know, I graduated from a school where 90% of the girls is probably looking for a country boy, somebody that's coming home, kicking off them boots from his regular blue collar job to they 1 to 3 kids, and they out here paying bills together. She is probably a cosmetologist, a CNA, or a nurse. That is Rome, Georgia in a nutshell. You can sprinkle in a stay-at-home mom here or there, but that's about it. Most people out here regular, and y'all over here arguing over what rich people do, and that's not the reality of most of us, okay?
Who am I? And why do I exist? And who made me? And what am I expected to do with my life?
I don't really have any complaints about this video. I think they're pretty accurate, except for one thing. I do want to point out one thing. The people on social media that are flexing all this random stuff, they're not rich. Okay. Are social media, and they are doing that for validation, for some sort of clout, for whatever they're doing it for. The reasons don't matter. The only thing that matters is that women see these influencers, they see these people, and they want to be just like them. And then that's kind of what happens. Very easy to blame a dating podcast. I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never watched a dating podcast. I don't know what they say on dating podcasts, and honestly, I don't care. A lot of women do not think like this woman thinks. You know, absolutely don't. You are going to have the very rare woman that, you know, possibly date any guy as long as he treats her right, as long as he does all the right things. I mean, there's women that will date the right guy for them, you know, does all the right things. He's a gentleman, he provides, he does this. But you see, unfortunately, because, you know, a lot of women are on Instagram. See, and here's something else. Guys really don't watch relationship podcasts. You know, I don't really hang out with a bunch of guys that watch a lot of relationship podcasts online. I mean, just don't. I'm pretty sure there are plenty of guys that watch that kind of stuff, but you never watched it. I have seen, like, you're scrolling through like reels, you might see 1 or 2 clips from whatever show they're trying to show, and there's so many out there right now. It's kind of crazy, but you know, I see a clip here or there, but that's not reality. You know, that's online. Most men can see something on a computer screen or on a phone screen, and they can say, you know what, that's online. That's not real life because it's not right in front of me. But women, they don't think the same way. They actually kind of believe everything they see online. And sometimes, you know, lie that you see on social media, there is a little bit of truth behind it, but a lot of it is just kind of overblown huge proportions. It is overblown drastically to the point to where you have these people that, you know, might have just got a fat $1,000 check. You might think they living in Dubai. I mean, you know, that sports car they've been driving around in, that's a rental. You know, I don't know what these people are doing. Get on social media. They're trying to get discovered. They're trying to get those likes, and they're trying to get the engagement. A lot of women can't see through that. They want it so bad that they're willing to leave their happy relationships to have whatever these other women are having. And you can literally go on TikTok right now, in the little search bar, just search for any of the classic search terms, you know, minimum, sprinkles, you name it. You don't really search for anything over there. And every single one of those searches, pick any random video and then just look in the comments. You know, the video where the unhappy wife was crying, you know, video right here, there's over 11,000 comments. Okay, majority of them were other women saying, oh yeah, well, one in the wrong, you need to leave that dude. And there was a couple guys here and there, you know, him saying, well, you need to leave that man, leave him alone, you're doing way too much. And this is like, no man wants to see this. No man wants to see this. This is a nightmare for a lot of men. This is like a horror movie. I mean, hell, for a lot of men. They don't want to see this kind of stuff. You know, this is the reality we're living in. And I agree with this lady right here. Absolutely. You know, online, it's not real. But go on Instagram and tell them that. You know, and these women live on Instagram, by the way, in case you didn't know. I have yet to meet. Okay, well, I take that back. I have met a few women that don't use social media like a lot of women do, but I mean, in my age range between 25 to 40, they're social media like addicts almost. They're just consumed by it. You know, it's like any other sort of habit. You know, you the dopamine, you get the serotonin, it starts flooding in, you get all those good feelings, those you know, warm and fuzzies. You know, women like the warm and fuzzy feelings. They don't like the other stuff. They like the good feelings. They don't like the bad feelings. And then I'm sorry. Every time I click this video, I start laughing. This lady, she needs to leave that man alone. This was posted 2 days ago. I'm going to go back to her page later on and see what happens with this, because this is bad. This is so bad. I feel sorry for that man. But let me know what you guys think. That's going to be the end of today's video. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I will catch you guys later. Rat Boy out.